Tonight I am going to show you how to do some in the hoop paw stockings. Okay, I have included with it are these little bone felties that you can put on the end of ribbons. You could just cut them out and glue them to the end of the ribbon, but I'm going to embroider them. So I have my stabilizer hooped, and I'm going to go do a placement stitch. Okay, did the placement stitch. These are only the 1 inch. It comes in 1 inch, 1.5, and 2 inch. So I'm going to turn my hoop over, and I'm going to tape a piece of vinyl right here over the back. Okay, now I'm going to turn my hoop back over, and I am going to take my ribbon. I have this little ribbon that's about, what is it? Just over 1/4 of an inch. You only want like, 1/4 of an inch. I'm doing the 6 by 8, so I just want my ribbon to hang down about that far. Okay, so I'm going to cut my ribbon, and I'm going to tape it here so it's just inside the bone. Okay, so I'm going to tape one here, and the other one, let's see, this is hanging, the other one I want like this. Okay, and I'm going to tape that there. Okay, now I'm going to take the other piece of vinyl and I'm going to put it on top. These are so quick and easy. That's why I'm saying it could be just as easy to maybe glue them together, but I don't want to glue. All right, so now I'm going to do the final stitch. Okay, it's stitched my little bones, as you can see. I'm going to take it out of the hoop and cut them out. Now, when you cut them, make sure you do not cut your ribbon, okay? Let's see, which way is it go? Maybe I should. Make sure you don't cut your ribbon off when you do it. So I'll go around here. Okay. Now I'll just cut out each one. Okay. I need my little applique scissors, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. So you want to trim these out like so. And all they are is to hang down the front of your puppy paw or your paw stocking. Okay, I need to get the other scissors. Be right back. I use my applique scissors. It actually cuts them a lot nicer. Now you can also use tearaway stabilizer, but as we all know, for some reason I like the poly mesh the best. So there we go. So it's just a little thing that's going to hang down on the front underneath the cuff. They will hang down like that. See? All right, let me cut the other one out and get busy making one of these. When you're cutting these out, don't forget to remove the piece of tape that was holding that down. Okay, because that make it easier for you to cut these out. Okay. Okay, now we're going to actually do the paw stocking. I have my stabilizer hooped, and I'm going to go do a placement stitch. Okay, here's my fabric I'm going to use for my paw. However, at the top, I'm going to take the peel and stick fabric fuse, and I am going to place it right here. That way I have a finished edge up there, and I will do it on the back fabric as well. I do this on my gnomes as well, just so it has a nice top edge. Okay, so I will fold that down just like that. There we go. And now I will put my fabric right here. Okay, I'll line it up I'm gonna just above that. Okay, now I'll go tack it down. Okay, it's tacked it down, and it's also did the placement stitch for the paw pads. So I am going to cover it with my vinyl. I'm going to use this vinyl stuff right here. Make sure I make it wide enough. Okay. I'll cover it with this, and then it'll tack it down. Okay, it's tacked down my paw pad, so now I'm going to go around and I'm going to trim the applique. Okay, so I'll just trim all of these up, and then we'll send it back over to the machine to do this one will have a blanket stitch. I did blanket stitch on this one. Okay, it comes with a blanket stitch and a satin stitch. There are 3 sizes, so you can take your pick which one you want to make. Okay, all right, be right back. Okay, I've got it all trimmed, and now I'll send it over to the machine to do the blanket stitch. Okay, it's did the blanket stitch all around my applique, and it's did the placement stitch up here at the top for my cuff. Okay, this is the fabric I want to use for my cuff, and so I am going to put it face down right here at the line, and it's going to stitch it down. Okay, it'll stitch it down, and then I'll fold it. Okay, it's tacked it down, so now I will fold this down. And I'm going to put some water soluble, but I just want to show you it'll go like this. However, first I want to put my ribbon, okay? Now I want my ribbon to have a little bit to stick out there. You don't have to, but I want mine to, so I'm going to tape it inside underneath the cuff. And then I'm going to put it like this, so it'll be like that. So it's inside the stitch line. Definitely make sure you're inside the stitch line, and your loop, if you're having one, is outside. Then I'm going to move these up out of the way. Okay, now I'm going to tape these because I don't want them to fall into the stitch later. Okay, so we'll tape that. Then I want to fold this down like so. I can trim this afterwards. Right now I'm going to cover it with water soluble so it'll stay still. And mind you, you don't have to use some crazy old cuff fabric like I just did. That's just crazy. That's just cray. Okay, so I will tape all this down like so. I probably should have did the other side first. Turn it over, and I'm going to tape my back fabric face up. See, and remember I made a fold and used that tape. I'm going to go just above my line there. Whoops. Just above my line. And I'm going to tape it in place everywhere so it doesn't move like it keeps doing. Okay. Now let's turn it back over and see if my fur stayed where it was supposed to. All right, now it will go around and it'll stitch all of this in place. Let me kind of move my fur in. Okay. All right, here we go. Be right back. Okay, so it's did all the tack down, so I'm going to take off my water soluble. Oh, maybe I should have left it on until I cut this puppy out. Too late. Forget it. Okay, so let's get my tape off here. Okay. And I'll turn it over here, take my tape off, back there too. Okay. Now let's take it out of the hoop. Okay, now I want to trim it. Now when you get over here, just be careful you don't cut that off, okay? So let me go inside my fur here. I'm going to trim it, and I'm going to leave about, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 inch around the edge, okay? This right here, your stabilizer, you can just trim off. So let me do it this way so you can see. There we go. Okay, I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to trim under here. I'm going to trim under there first. I'm just going to go around, trim it all just like that. Okay. Okay, I've trimmed it all up, and the beard was a little too unruly for me, so I had to cut it. But there it is, and there's the little bone, and this is the back. And there's the pocket to put the puppy treats in, or the kitty treats, whatever you are. But I wouldn't suggest using the gnome beard, especially this long stuff. This was just crazy. But there you go. Thank you.